Things, though, turned in the second half. Let's show you now that with the third quarter underway, and Baylor had deferred, got the football first, and unfortunately for the Tigers, continued to move that ball downfield, and there's David Geddes, the senior receiver, on the end of a Florence pass for 19 yards.
Yeah, we tried to make some adjustments at halftime. We always do that on both sides of the ball. Actually, we do it continually the whole game. We don't necessarily wait till halftime, but we're just they continue to move the ball as they did most of the day, and eventually you got to make some plays, and that's what was really frustrating. There we have the quarterback gets out, he loses, we lose contain, so he gets out, and he finds somebody open in the back of the end zone, and those are just unfortunately we're struggling here. And then offensively, we're 3 and out, and they come back and make a big play here, and it's just it's just a matter of who's going to make the play, and we got some pretty good athletes too, but they got up a little bit higher.
It was 27-23 after that first Baylor touchdown, and here Missouri's defense trying to buckle down against Florence, forced the field goal attempt, and it is up and good from Dre Stone. It's a 1-point game now, 27-26 midway through the third. And Baylor, they've got some big playmakers at receiver. The story of the game from their standpoint will be their quarterback play. He really had the day of his life.
Yeah, day of his life. And,
what a punt though here, Gary.
Yeah, this is a great, this just changed the field position. Jay Carey and our punt team did a great job. Because we've done most of the year this year, you get the ball on about the 1-inch line. And then they try to run to get the ball out of there like everybody does. And we were very physical at the point of attack right there, and we got a safety.
Yeah, blew that play up.
Huge play by our defense.
Sure was, Coach. 29-26 with the safety, and you get the ball back here and try to move it downfield. Kendall Lawrence with a 10-yard pickup, but penalties, I believe, really hurt that drive.
We had a 15-yard penalty for holding, and we also had a sack. So we just got ourselves right out of field goal range. Had to punt the ball. They get a pump, and again, we're just we're not playing very well, and obviously that's disappointing.
There's Kendall Wright, really their main threat as a receiver. He had a big day, and Baylor with that 59-yard touchdown had jumped on top, 33-29, and they had 2 decent runs, and this would be one of them here in the second half. Ganaway for Baylor, and they're getting set to punch it over again, and there's Ganaway, and suddenly it's 40-29. Baylor had exploded in the second half.
Yeah, we're struggling. All the things you don't want to do in the second half, we're doing, and I'm responsible for that. You're not used to losing games in the second half, but you also got to do the things necessary to win, and we're not doing that.
Tigers still fighting offensively. Gabbert moving the team here, 21 yards to Perry, and then a long throw over the middle of 27 to West Kemp, and Mizzou on the move, 1st and 10 at the Baylor 45. It's Gabbert back to Perry for 15 more. You're down 11, so you're going to need field goal along the way, and you kick one here to get within 8 and give yourselves a chance as Wrestle connects to go 3 for 3, and within 8, still almost 3 minutes to go, you still had a fighting chance.
Yeah, it's a 2-score game. Obviously, if you score a touchdown here, you try to go for 2. If you don't, then you get a field goal. It gets it down to 8. Now you drive down, you get a 2-point conversion going to overtime.
Defense did hold Baylor here on next series of downs, so the Tigers down 40-32 after Wrestle's field goal and a defensive stop. Get the ball back. Time is really ticking down, but look at Alexander reach up. Coach, he had 11 in the first half, but only 2 catches in the second.
Well, we had a number call sometimes. Coverage-wise, they had them. Sometimes you go somewhere else to the play, and we had a pass interference right there. We're fighting back to win the game, and I certainly give our football team credit for that. Obviously, why we got in this position is really disappointing. And this is the last play right here.
Yep.
We got the ball down to the 20-yard line, 4th down, and just didn't get enough to get it done. So
and that's how it ends. Yeah, 40-32. Baylor comes in and upsets Missouri, and Gary Pinkel used the word himself, disappointing. And you had that 11-point lead at halftime, and the Bears outscore you 24-5 in the second half. And second halves, just looking at the numbers, have been problematic, unfortunately, for your team in conference play. How do you explain that?
Well, it is what it is, and I think one of the biggest, the issues that you have is when you got problems and you don't fix them, you're still going to the next game with the same problems.
As we head to break now, though, we let you know that this week's Missouri Employers Mutual Player of the Week is senior wide receiver Denario Alexander. 13 catches for 214 yards, an average of about 16 yards a catch. He had another touchdown, his 8th of the year. He's over 1,000 yards receiving. The TD reception was the longest of his career.